Kazuma was an ugly, disgusting shut-in gamer who always played games instead of paying attention to his class. One day, while heading home, he spots a girl from his school who is about to be hit by a truck kun. He saves her life by pushing her to the other side and getting hit instead. The next moment, he wakes up in an afterlife where a goddess named Aqua informs him that he has passed away. He asks her about the girl, and the goddess tells him that she is fine, which causes Kazuma to realize that his death was not in vain. However, the goddess makes fun of him by revealing that his death was not because of the truck kun, but because of shock, as he believed that he was about to be hit by a truck kun when it was actually a tractor. The goddess then gives him two choices: either he can start a new life or go to heaven to live a worthless life like the past one. She tells him that if he wishes to choose a new life, then she will reincarnate him into a world where the Devil King's army invades and kills people for fun. Kazuma doesn't like this idea and believes he will be killed there too. However, the goddess reveals that she will grant him one wish, and this can be anything, including a powerful weapon or a tremendous talent. Kazuma hears this and picks Aqua to go along with him, believing that her powers will come in handy for him in another world. Aqua doesn't like this and tells him to take back his wish, but the goddess of light comes in and accepts his wish before telling him that he has to defeat the Devil King. Otherwise, Aqua will not return to this world as a goddess. She also tells him that if he's able to defeat the Devil King, she will fulfill his desire, which is a gift from the gods. With this, the goddess of light reincarnates Kazuma along with the goddess Aqua into another world, only to defeat the Devil King. There, he defeats some of the Devil King's generals, who threaten to destroy the peace of this world. He is not alone, as he has some help too, in the form of his companions Aqua, Megumin, and Lalatina. At present, Kazuma is sleeping in his bedroom when he has a strange dream. There, he meets a girl who grabs him from behind. Kazuma tries to free himself from her grip, but the girl declares that she loves him and will do everything to take him to her side. Horrified at this, Kazuma wakes up and heads to near window. He tries to act like a cool dude, but his companions make fun of him by saying that something has hit his head. They then head to the Adventurer Guild, where they are about to receive a grand prize for saving the Crimson Demon Village from the Devil King's generals. Aqua calls for celebration and tells the lady of the Adventurer Guild to bring as much wine as she can, because they want to celebrate their success with all the adventurers. However, to their shock, Kazuma gets mad and leaves the room. The girls follow him and ask him about it. At first, he hesitates to tell them, but then reveals that he wants to become a monk. He explains that he had some chances in the past to finally become a man, and when he got ready to do it, someone or something came in and destroyed his fantasies. He declares he has had enough and does not want to live a loser life like this, and he informs his companions that he will change his job as an adventurer and become a monk. Aqua tries to change his mind with some words of wisdom, but it adds more fuel to the fire and makes Kazuma more angry, who gets up and runs away from the Adventurer Guild. He takes a map of the monk city from Lalatina, and before leaving the Adventurers Guild, he informs her that he has a huge crush on her. With this, he heads towards the monk city, and his companions also join him. On the way, Megumin has a flashback to her past, where she used her explosion magic for the first time. She says Kazuma was the only one who appreciated her magic, and she believes he is the kindest man alive. Just then, Kazuma argues with Aqua and makes fun of her by saying that, despite being a goddess, she does not have the power to destroy this mountain. Megumin tries to stop them, but Kazuma also makes fun of her. Hearing this, Megumin gets mad and quickly destroys the mountain with her explosion magic, but she didn't realize this was the mountain where they were about to sleep. At night, they sleep under the stars, and the girls appoint Kazuma to look after them, saying that he has great enemy detection sense and a foresight. Kazuma doesn't mind this and reveals that in his past life, he used to stay awake the whole night to help his friends and defeat the monsters in dungeons. Megumin and Lalatina can't believe how incredible he was, but Aqua shuts him down by revealing that he had done this only in the video games. The girls then go to sleep, and Megumin decides to spend some time with him. She thanks him for helping her maintain her connection to the explosion magic. She reveals that the explosion magic she showed him has only a score of 120 points, which is great for a magic user, but she vows that she will surpass her limits and show him a perfect 200-point explosion magic. Kazuma, too, thanks her for always sticking with him and helping him in his adventures. He believes the moments he spent with them were the best of all, and decides to withdraw his decision to become a monk. Megumin appreciates his decision and wishes that things between them could stay the way they are, as she wants to spend this beautiful life with them. Just then, Megumin puts her hand on Kazuma's hand, and reincarnated boy Kazuma believes she is about to make a move on him. Kazuma thinks his dreams of becoming a man are coming true and decides to kiss Megumin. But to his shock, Megumin goes to sleep. The next day, as they headed to their new destination, they spotted an elf girl on the way who was very badly injured. Aqua tries to help her with her healing magic, but Kazuma stops her and reveals that this girl is a monster in disguise. He explains that they are called Tranquility Girls, a dangerous type of creature that evokes an intense protective instinct in passing travelers. They play with the feelings of travelers by maintaining a reassuring smile or cute cry, and then suck out their essence by trapping them into their roots. He ends the revelation with a statement that the more good-natured a traveler is, the greater the threat this monster poses. However, despite all this, all the girls fall for her innocent look, and even Aqua begins healing her with her magic. Seeing this, Kazuma takes out his sword and tries to kill her. The girls get into his face and declare that they will not let him harm her. Seeing this, the girl gives him an innocent, sad look and tells him to put his blade on her neck, as she is tired of being called a monster. She explains that she poses a threat to humans and is not worthy of staying alive, but she is glad that in her final moments, she got to talk to kind humans like them. She ends her statement by saying that if she is ever reborn again, she wishes not to become a monster. Hearing this, reincarnated boy Kazuma can't believe how kind this girl is. He spares her life and then heads to his next destination. On the way, he believes that the girl hasn't claimed any victims yet, but he remembers something and decides to head back. On the way, Kazuma says he will tell her not to hurt the travelers who cross this mountain path, which leads to the temple of the monk. However, he gets shocked after seeing that the girl has already devoured a traveler, and she was acting all this time just to gain their favor. With this, he takes out his sword and quickly finishes her. He then picks up the mallet of the traveler and heads back to his companions. Aqua looks at the mallet and believes that she has seen it somewhere in the town. She tells Kazuma to hand it over to her, but Kazuma declines, and they begin arguing with each other. Just then, gold coins begin coming out of the mallet, and the adventurer party believes this is a magic mallet, and they have hit a jackpot. With this, they head back home and vow that they will have a party at the Adventurer Guild. On the way, a girl named Chris greets them, and the party invites her to the Adventurers Guild so that she can celebrate the return of Kazuma with them too. However, Chris turns down their invitation and leaves the area after patting Kazuma on the back. Megumin tells Kazuma to buy a robe for himself, and he quickly agrees, but gets shocked after realizing that someone has stolen his magic mallet. With this, he reaches home and vows that he will not leave again, believing that a shut-in loser like him does not deserve happiness in this world. Just then, someone knocks on their door, and the group believes it must be some enemy. Aqua and Kazuma attack him and try to finish him off, but Lalatina knocks them out with punches and reveals that he is her butler, Hagen. Hagen gives her a royal letter, and Lalatina gets shocked after seeing it. Kazuma asks her about it, but she hesitates to reveal it. Hearing this, Kazuma gets mad and knocks her out with her seal spell. Reincarnated boy Kazuma then opens the letter and, upon reading it, reveals that the first princess, Iris, has invited him to a dinner because she wants to hear his heroic tales personally of defeating many of the Devil King's generals. Lalatina tries to stop him and reveals that if something goes wrong, he will be killed at the hands of the first princess, but Aqua, Megumin, and Kazuma decide to head to the royal palace. Like and comment if you enjoy this video. Subscribe to my channel for more anime recaps, and tell me what anime recap you like to see next in the comments below.